Never thirsty. Never thirsty.
The thing to note about Sha Money and 50 at that time, and I think 50 and Sha Money really, and Who Kid deserve a lot of credit for revolutionizing the mixtape game, because and the technology, they made use of the tech that was available. Sha Money was one of the first people I knew that purchased Pro Tools Digi 001, which was, you know, basically the means to record at home, multi-track. Yeah. And so they did those, they started doing those mixtapes in his garage or his basement, whatever. And it, you know, once 50 started taking people's records and making his own records out of them and making them better and doing diss records and freestyle.
Classic times right there.
Yeah, like those 50 Cent is the future mixtapes. Just that. That's like BC and AT.
How does Eminem go from working with you on a track with Royce to actually being the guy that ends up getting he signed 50 Cent? Isn't, you know, he was on Shady Records. So how did that even happen? Like, M just knew, because M was like, yeah, this guy's the man. You know, is that how it happened?
You know, they look, the people, those mixtapes started to explode, and you know, M you know, and Paul and you know, it was just, people were so scared, you know, to fuck with him, and I think he needed to be in the company of people that understood, you know, what was going on, you know, that weren't just like, oh, we need a hit, and you know, like, and are you still in trouble? Are you still beefing with Ja Rule? And you know, where just to be put in a place where he could do what he's capable of.
And I think, like, one thing that he, like, exuded in Eminem as well, and all the other guys that you've mentioned, that, like, the one commonality for people to take away from this conversation, especially in hip hop, but in life, authenticity wins. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Especially in hip hop, they can smell a fake coming a mile away. If you come out and you do some shit and you're fake and you have a hit, they will find you out and you will be exposed. You know, it's like, 50
well, I mean, you know, he had literally had the scars. Prove, you know,
and I don't think you also need to be shot to, like, be cool and make it.
No. That's not like
what he took like a negative and turned it into a major positive.
But you know, as far as cats in New York knowing, you know, yeah. And again, that was like a South Jamaica Queens thing. Like, dudes were out there hustling and getting money, and you know, just it was a wild time, and just it was what it was, and people did what they had to do based on sort of like the set of circumstances that they were presented with, you know.
And in that era of that record coming out, that was probably the last great era in music where, like, you could burp on a track and it could go platinum. You know, it's like, especially in rap. Like, if you put out a rap CD, you will sell 1 million copies. It's like, that's how hot the genre was at that point. And that's how the music business was. You had to pay $20, $15, whatever it was, to get the whole CD. They weren't putting out singles like they are now. You had to buy the whole album to get track 7. You know, and the economy of 50 Cent had to be overwhelming, especially for you. I mean, you had to, yes, you were working for labels, you were seeing what was going on in the world, but now you have a song on a record that is just like, you can't even buy it anywhere. It's sold out everywhere.
It was amazing. Seeing it performed live, one of the first times, and people going nuts. It just was just like
magic.
Yeah.
It set the tone for the album.
Never thirsty. Never thirsty.